Hello and welcome to the Yawhg. Wonderful game. That Infinity game. So, the Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and I expect it out of one of us to just keep on living our lives week by week unaware. So I have my characters, you can choose up to 4, and you get to choose where they go. And so, say I want to go to the forest, I can choose. So I've chosen the forest, I can hunt or chop wood. Spend the week cutting down trees for the village. Okay, you gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. So that's the default you get, and then you get an event. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From the expressions on their faces, they appear to be lost. You can rob them or help them. I'm going to help them. Confront the group and try to help them find their way back to town. You can't seem to figure out where you are and lead the group around in circles for hours. I'm gonna ask you how you managed to find your way home at night. You don't actually know. I like the gardens, I think, so I'm going to also stay here and meditate. You spend the week deep in meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, you're on your way home from the park. You come across a golden ring in the grass. Wear the ring. I've actually heard of this event from JSmith.ti. Nice channel, I'd recommend it. Though, it's not really as active since like a year ago when I job. But anyways, I'm placing the ring on your finger. An orange glow. Orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. The ring looks good on you. You gain 1 charm. Last time, they say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. Okay then. Then I go to the arena, compete in a fight. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. "Excuse me, sir, I need a sparring partner," he says. "Are you down for a fight or 2? Refer him to the burly guy next to you, or accept his challenge. We have a lot of physique. Let's try it." "Let's do this," he screams. He takes a swing at your head. You get punched square in the face. Next thing you know, you're in the arena's infirmary. It appears that the punch gave you headache and everundus. Symptoms include having a mild headache forever. You lose 1 mind. Seems legit. Seems legit. This video turns out okay. Actually, it's better. My recording software than my screen. Oh well. Okay then. Let's try the palace this week. Do administration work. You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You are paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day, the court jester approaches you. "Would you like to learn to juggle?" he asks excitedly. "Teach you everything I know for a small sum." "Sure," minus 1 wealth. You spend the day with the jester practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically, gain 2 finesse. You gain another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth. So yes, the game's music is very nice and hopefully not overwhelmingly loud for the video. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook, the air winked still. Okay. Let's try the slums. Fight crime. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. Gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. On a night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you. He doesn't say anything, but he looks up at you with wide eyes, grinning expectantly. Hopefully he's not a robber. Thanks to you and walks away. Next night you recognize him on the street. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles. You feel good about yourself. Gain 1 physique, gain 1 finesse, gain 1 mind, gain 1 charm, gain 1 magic. Gain 1 of everything. Now we can bartend. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. Earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day, a bard pulls out his lute on the bar and starts playing a tune. Fortunately, his singing is horrible and ruining the tavern's atmosphere. You decide to do something about him. Convince him to leave or challenge him to a lute duel. Obviously, we have to go with the lute duel. You borrow one of the bar owner's lutes and challenge the bard to a musical duel. You play out a beautifully complex combination of arpeggios. The tavern roars with applause. The bard tries his best to replicate your piece, but ends up dropping his lute and snapping it in half. He bows his head shamefully in defeat and walks out of the tavern. You get 1 finesse and 1 charm, and you win the lute duel. And then the world was a howling fury, chaos, screaming, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Week 4 of 6. Let's have our big burly guy go out to the woods again. Another guy, that's a nice amount of magic, and I'll send her to the alchemy tower. Let's go hunt. Spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you hear hundreds of footsteps rumbling through the forest in your direction. It's an orc raiding party. What do you do? Charm them into not killing me with my 6 charm. Or hide. Not hide. Jump into a nearby ditch. Orcs all ride past you. Nice hiding. You gain 1 finesse. Think we're going to help me, Coward? Close brew a potion. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, all alchemists decide to take a break from work and instead throw a cantrip party. One alchemist waves his hands and produces a confetti in front of him. Another spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeve. All alchemists turn to you to see what Yawhg with. Let's try a complex trick. Just with a snap of your fingers to bring a chair to life. You sit atop and ride it around the room. Everybody else is quite impressed. You gain 2 charm. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? See the smoke gathering. Normally I'd probably be going to the same place like the arena or something, and you'll start to see events like connecting with each other. Chop wood. Gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day stumble upon a dryad picking flowers in the field. Oh, this can go badly if Yes, I'd love to dance. Starts humming a song into dance in the forest. Perfect chemistry, all your movements are perfectly in sync. You dance well into the night. Afterwards, she thanks you for a lovely evening. If you already your body gains 3 charm. Let's go back to the bar. And bartend. Spend the week serving drinks at a tavern, earn 1 wealth, gain 2 tips and charms. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Sure, let's enter. Down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depends on it, you end up blacking out. Come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize. What happened? Yawhg, it's almost here. Almost. Even more fog. But that's actually. Oh, I already tried this. Finally can hunt. Spend the week hunting defenseless critters. Gain 2 finesse and sell pelts for 1 wealth. One day during your forest excursions, you stumble. Oh, this one! You stumble upon a swarm of rats. First, you jump backwards to the shop, then you start to hear them conversing with one another. They call you over. "Excuse me, sir," one of them says in a high-pitched voice. "Do Do you think you might be able to help us out with something? You see, we're trying to elect our new leader, but it seems our votes are completely tied. We're trying to decide between Seedpaw, the Vengeful, and Blightooth the Wise, says the rat. Seedpaw steps forward. If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader, one who isn't afraid to take the fight to our enemy, proclaimed Seedpaw. Blightooth steps up. Vote for me, good sir. I will lead these rats to an age of enlightenment, says Blightooth. Which rat do you choose? And this one. Half the rats roar with tiny applause. Seedpaw bows his head and walks back into the mass of rats. Blightooth climbs up on your shoulder and whispers ancient secrets into your ear as thanks. You gain 1 mind and 1 magic. How's this guy? It's no physique, so... Pay up to the palace. Do administration work. You spend most of the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1. One day the king approaches you. Thank you. I really want the prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I... You have any advice? Sure, teach the king. And then he's just as charming as I am, which is to say 13. Thanks you, and hands you a large stack of coins as a reward. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning it still rages. For 3 full days the tempest puts us through a grinder, grounds us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? So now we get to choose our rules, and then we'll get a little epilogue for the story. So this guy has a lot of physique and finesse and charm. So I think he might make a good leader. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You effectively delegate and prioritize tasks. You have a lot of pats on the back for rewarding everyone's hard work. This helps the rebuilding effort a lot. Okay. This guy's a lot of, might be able to be a builder. Lots of, mind and charm and finesse. And no physique. And it can be a conjurer, too. You're matching some small amount of suppliers. You struggle a lot with demand, but can barely summon an amount of lumber and food required. This helps a little in the rebuilding effort. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives. This time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, we were defeated. Those of us left in the struggles put our homes to rights, but the efforts were futile, doomed. The city bled survivors, eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing. Perhaps the Yawhg was only partly to blame. And now for the epilogue. The city in shambles, you flee into the woods. There I find a new town to make a new life for yourself. During your travels, you are endlessly tormented by the spirits of dead animals. They lead you astray, cackling madly tears, preventing you from sleeping. They warn other animals of your presence, preventing you from finding any food. Your frame, now giant and gaunt and hollow, eventually your body gives in. Your eye face down in the mud. Your previous alchemy experience serves you well after the Yawhg. This is an underground potion brewing facility. Yet people hopelessly addicted to your variety of substances and exchange them for favors and services. You do well for yourself within the broken walls of this former village. The fact that many people are dying from a potion overdose phases you little. And after the credits, that will be the end.